Yo, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be making a video on Scream 6 news and Halloween Ends news based off of the title. You guys already know what we're going to be talking about here. But before we get into it, I would really appreciate it if, anyone who's watching here, if you guys can please just like and subscribe to the channel, comment down below, do all that stuff. Because, it really does help with the channel. I'm a small YouTuber. And I'm trying to, grow my channel and, just keep, trying to, just get more of a platform on this channel. I'm a small YouTuber. I'm just trying to grow myself and, just simply liking the video, subscribing, commenting down below. Anyone who's new watching my videos, it really does help if you guys would do that stuff. So if you guys can please do that, I would really appreciate it. I genuinely appreciate it. Like, subscribe, and comment down below on the channel. And yeah, we're basically gonna get right into it, guys. We have some Scream 6 and Halloween Ends news. Like I said, I'm gonna get into the Scream 6 news first, just because we haven't gotten much Scream 6 news in a while. So basically, yesterday on Twitter, I had saw Tristan, which, like I said, if you guys don't follow him, he posts a lot of info and updates on Scream 6, and a whole bunch of interesting rumors and theories and stuff. Um, Go follow him on Twitter. He's really awesome. He's always, keeping up with this stuff and always posting info about it, about Scream 6, keeping us updated. So yeah, he's really awesome. Go follow him on Twitter. Um, and yeah, basically I saw him yesterday. He had posted his tweet saying Scream 6 rumor, credible source from viewer Anon shares Scream 6 information. And then he posted like the link to it, and it showed what viewer Anon had said to someone else that he was replying to, because someone was like, I'd also appreciate some Scream 6 news. And then viewer Anon replied, I need to wait for them to finish a cut so details are confirmed slash locked in. You can expect it to kill off more survivors from earlier movies than any other Scream sequel. So, you know, and keep in mind, viewer Anon, he's a pretty reliable and credible source. So, he is pretty credible with this stuff. But I would still say, keep, not, because it is still a rumor. You know, I mean, even Tristan posted it right here that is, a rumor. So I don't want you guys to, like, think that what I'm saying here either is like facts and this is gonna happen. This is just, from viewer Anon. Yes, he is credible and reliable. He has been before. But, I'm just saying, you just never know. Like, this stuff could be true, it could not be. At the end of the day, like, we don't know. It's just, at the end of the day, it's just a rumor. But he basically, he said this, and, he was like, I need to wait for them to finish a cut, so some details are confirmed slash locked in. Um, which means he must be working. Either he must have some viewing on whoever this is. He must have some type of info somehow, in the Scream Six. Um, Whenever they were filming and all the production, he must have had some type of inside info on some stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Like, he basically said this, and it caused people to kind of like freak out a little bit and get scared and, angry. Some were happy. It kind of sparked a little bit of mixed views because of this. And, people are like, oh my gosh, like, are they gonna kill? Because, like I said, he said it himself. He was like, you can expect it to kill off more survivors from earlier movies than any other Scream sequel, which is Scream 6. He's saying that that's what we can expect from that movie, is for them to kill off um, more survivors from earlier movies, so from the previous Scream movies, more than any other Scream sequel. And that makes me, like, like I said, whenever that info came out yesterday and this rumor came out, it sparked a lot of just mixed opinions and stuff like that, which is understandable. It's not because it's understandable for people to be concerned, for certain characters that they like, you know, and that I get that. As long as they're being respectful about it, there's nothing wrong with them giving their opinion and expressing their concerns or whatever. There's nothing wrong with it, and I totally understand. Um, but me personally, like when I saw this, I was just like, yeah, this is something I could kind of expect because you know here's the thing, I don't I'm going kind of into Scream 6 expecting for at least you know some of the survivors from previous movies to die. But who are the two iconic characters that are returning for Scream 6 that people don't want dying? Who are those two characters? Gail and Kirby. Because they're like basically the legacy characters that are returning. Um, and yes, I would consider Kirby a legacy character at this point because I mean she was in Scream 4 and now she's returning like what 12 years later, 11, 12 years later for Scream 6 and she's now a returning character who is well known and liked. So I would consider Kirby a legacy character. And like I said, Kirby and Gil are the two characters that people do not want dying. They do not want dying. Um, and that's kind of what sparked this fear of like, oh my gosh, are they gonna kill Kirby or Gil? Me personally, I don't think Gil is dying, just because I feel like Gil. I don't know. I feel like Gil is gonna be safe. Like I don't really think that you know there would really be any reason to kill Gil. So therefore, they're I doubt they would do that. And also just because um I don't know, I just feel like Gail she seems to have more of a prominent role in this movie. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like there's gonna be more to Gail's character, um, more development. She's gonna be like more at the forefront. I don't know. I don't really see Gail dying, but Kirby. I don't. I said before I don't really think Kirby's gonna die either. But is it possible for her though? At least somewhat possible. Yeah, it is. It is somewhat possible. Um, you know, it is somewhat possible for her to die, but I don't necessarily think it's gonna. I don't know. I guess with Kirby, it just depends. It depends, but like I don't know. I think overall, um, like with Kirby, I just feel like it can happen, it cannot happen. It's like a 50-50 thing with her. Um, like how would I feel if Kirby died? Me personally, I honestly, because here's the thing. I love Kirby. I love her character. I've I appreciate her character. I thought she was amazing in Scream 4. She was like my favorite character in that movie. Like she really just elevated that movie even more for me. And I really enjoyed Kirby overall, solely for what she was. And I'm glad she's returning. However, if she dies, I don't really think I would necessarily be bothered by it. I guess it just depends on how it happens and how early on it happens. Because if it happens more early on in the movie, like I feel like it would kind of like feel like a little bit of a kind of a letdown. Because I would want to see Kirby a little more than that. I don't think she's gonna die in the opening scene, but I think I just feel like like if she were to die like after the opening scene, like maybe somewhere towards the end of the first act, you know, yeah, I would, probably be a little, just disappointed with that. Just, but like let's just say she dies more towards the end, like she dies like more like towards the end of the movie, or like kind of like the beginning of the third act, somewhere around there. That if she dies somewhere around there, would I be as bothered by it? Not really. It honestly just depends on execution, because like for me, it just depends on how it's done. You know, it depends on how it's done. But at the same time, with Scream, you got to remember, you know, it's been like this since forever. Never has Scream been a franchise where it's completely safe for any really any character. I mean, like, we can give our predictions for who we think is going to survive or not survive, or who we want to die and not to die. We can say all we want. We can say these things and give our opinions all we want, but at the same time, there's no telling what can happen. You know, that's just how it's always been. Sometimes your favorite character will die, and sometimes your favorite character will not die. Sometimes a character that you want to die will die. Sometimes they won't. That's just how it's always been like that. You know. And for me personally, I think that's what makes a Scream movie more exciting, if anything. I know some people see that as a negative thing because they're like, well, I don't really like going in a Scream movie knowing that anyone can die, because if they kill my favorite character, that's gonna disappoint me. But at the same time, for me, I just feel like it's more exciting because it brings more, like a mystery, like of, you know, it brings more like mystery. It raises the stakes, and it like makes things more just overall. I feel like it just makes it more authentic, just especially, just like when you're just going back and forth of like, oh my gosh, who's gonna die, who's gonna die, who's not gonna die. Like it just brings so much excitement, and just all these thoughts running through your head. It really does, make me um, just really curious. And that's why for me, I don't really see it as a negative thing, just having that mystery and thought of like, oh, who's gonna die, who's not gonna die. Like I like that, if anything. Um, and like I said, do I want Kirby and Gil to die? No, I wouldn't want them to die. But if you know, especially Gil, because I do agree on Gil. She's someone I feel like should be left alone. You know, and I'm someone who's always who's always said that, like, I don't mind that they killed Dewey, and I still stand by that. I still stand by that. Now, I don't mind that they killed Dewey. And, I know a lot of people are even more disappointed because, not only is there no Dewey for Scream 6, but there's no Sydney. And, so because of that, a lot of people are going to Scream 6 negative, and, they're not really excited for it, because of that. But, you know, and I understand that. But me, like I said, I've always been someone who stood by, I don't mind that they kill Dewey. However, if they kill another legacy character like Gale, like well, first of all, with Sydney, we knew she was never going to die because, you know, like it was already said a long time ago, you know, that, you know, what's it called? I'm trying to remember. It was said a long time ago, um, by Nev that she wouldn't allow, herself, her character Sydney to be killed. Before that, all that stuff happened with her, of us finding out that she wasn't returning. Before all that happened, um, Like she had said that like a long time ago. Um, which like I understand that. That's totally understandable. Um, but I just think that like overall, um, like just overall with Gail though, I feel like she should be left alone. Not only because she's a legacy character, but I kind of feel bad for her, and I kind of want to see her character develop more and see how they can go about it with her character. I just think that she there's more room to grow for her. So that's why I wouldn't want Gail to die. Kirby though, like I wouldn't want her to die either. But at the same time, I wouldn't be as bothered as if it was Gail, you know. But it just depends on execution, if how her death is executed, Kirby's. But Sam, Sam is someone people theorize dying and whatnot. Um, but and some people even want her to die, because they don't like her. Which if you guys already know my opinion on Sam. I've already made a bunch of videos on it. But me personally, I like Sam. I like Tara. Tara and Sam, I don't think are dying. Um, I don't think they're dying. With this rumor saying that they're gonna kill off survivors from other sequels, that could include Mindy and Chad. What if both of them die? You know what I'm saying? Which I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind if they died. Um, like if both of them died, like yeah, because I like Mindy more than Chad. So but I've always said I felt like Chad was gonna die instead of Mindy, but I don't know. I think overall, who I think is it possible that both of them die? I mean, yeah, it's possible. Um, like anything's possible, but yeah, like both of them could die, and that would honestly depend on execution as well. Like that has to be executed properly. We would have to get more character development for them as well for Scream Six if they're gonna kill off both of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, and then like with the newer characters, the rest of the newer characters. I mean, with them, all bets are off with them. I mean, uh, who knows? Maybe all these new characters that we see right now are gonna all die. I mean, all bets are off, like I said, with them, bro. Like who, and they might keep at least one or two survivors from the newer cast that we have for Scream Six. But I feel like overall, like at least half of them that we see right now, half of the new cast that we got introduced with for Scream Six, that have been confirmed to be in Scream Six, at least, you know, like basically almost all of them are dead. Like it's probably only gonna be one new survivor, at least one new survivor from that new cast for Scream Six. Like Liana Liberato, um, Dermot Mulroney, Thomas Cadret, Henry Zerny, um, what's it called? Jack Champion, Josh Segarra, Devon Dakota. All these newer characters that we got introduced, all bets are off with them. Any of them could die for Scream Six. Any of them. Like, there's just no telling, what can happen. Um, which I don't really mind as long as some of them get character development before they die. I'm not saying all of them have to, but at least, we got to get somewhat character development with characters, just in general for Scream Six, so that way, people can actually, have a feel for them when they die, because that was kind of a complaint in Scream Five. Um, but yeah, that I feel like that's probably what's gonna happen. Like half of them are gonna die. All bets are off. But um, yeah, Mindy and Chad, like I said, they can die as well. Both of them can die. One of them can die. I don't know. All I know, bro, is that at least half of the people that we see with Scream Six right now all bets are off. You know what I'm saying? Like all bets are off. Anything can happen. And do I necessarily see that as a negative thing? Not really. You know, like I said, I see it as, excitement, raising the stakes, you know, it brings mystery and just curiosity. Like I don't really mind it. Like it's exciting to just wonder who's gonna die and who's not gonna die for me. That's just what it is, you know. It's a horror film. You know, anyone can die. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how it is. Like I feel like Gail really is the only one who I don't want to die. Like, am I saying it's not? Am I saying it's? Am I ruling out that possibility of her dying? No, I'm not. Like it is possible. I'm just saying, me personally, I don't think it's gonna happen. Not only because I don't want it to happen, but I just don't really see it happening in general. Like I said, I think she's gonna have more of a main role in Scream Six. You know, but am I ruling out that possibility in general? Like, no. I'm just saying I don't really think it's gonna happen. Um, but overall, I mean, like I said, all bets are off. That's just how it is. It's a horror film. It's a slasher. Like anyone can die. You know, it's like that with other horror franchises too. You know, like that's just like there's nothing like that's what There's nothing bad about that. You know, I feel like some people when they saw this, you know, tweet by Tristan and viewer Anon, like they kind of like this rumor. Like I said, take it with a grain of salt. Um, People kind of like were like, oh my gosh, like they're gonna kill off Gil and Kirby or this and that, and I'm gonna be so disappointed. I'm not gonna like this movie. I can already tell, like some people are kind of already thinking negative, and it's just like, I don't know, man. I feel like you just gotta, be, I don't know. I mean, that's like I said, it's their opinion. Um, but like I said, me personally, I don't see it as a negative thing. It brings excitement to wonder who's gonna die and who's not gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how I see it. Um, but now we're gonna get into the Halloween Ends news. So I've been rambling for a while now with Scream Six because we haven't got any news for a while now. That's why. Like I want to talk about something related to Scream Six. But with Halloween Ends, we had got this picture with Corey Cunningham in the sewer with Michael Myers. With Michael Myers, and Michael is sitting here stabbing a police officer, I think, who's in the sewer, which we saw him in the final trailer actually. Because I remember um, some I think at some point during my breakdown of the Halloween Ends final trailer, I had said that, man, this person doesn't look like Corey Cunningham because it looked like a different character. It looks like some older person, and then looking at it here, it is someone else. And I'm pretty sure it's one of the police officers who had went down there looking for Michael or Corey because they probably knew they were down there and they were searching. And then Michael attacks the police officer. But what's weird, like, is just that Corey is just standing there viciously, not viciously, but ominously, um, and like he just looks so ominous and creepy and just sinister. Like I don't know, he just has this like creepy look on his face. Like what the like he's just enjoying what he's seeing. And Michael is just like, hey, when have you ever seen this? Because like it's like if when have you ever seen Michael have someone else be with him, not kill them and just kill someone else and have the person watch um another character and get killed? Like when have I don't when have you ever seen that? I mean, Michael kills anyone who gets in his way. So why didn't Michael kill Corey? I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, all these theories about Michael having a partner, um, and a colleague, and then the copycat killer thing, and it's like, I don't know, man. It's just weird, bro. Like, Michael's just letting Corey live and letting him just enjoy the show, just of him killing someone. and Corey looking all sinister and evil and looking like he's enjoying what he's seeing. Like, what the heck, bro? Like, that's just weird, bro. But yeah, when people saw this and then they were like, "Bro, what is going on?" Like, does this confirm all these theories that Michael's gonna have a partner, or that Michael um, doesn't kill Corey, and Corey goes on a he's the copycat killer. He goes on a killing spree. Like, does this confirm the rumors? I don't know, man. At this point, I don't even know what to think anymore. I just feel like there's all types of possibilities. I'm probably gonna go more into this on a separate video. But man, this is just crazy. Bro, like it doesn't even make sense. Like why Corey would even be down there in the first place. Like it felt like it just feels like like Corey knew Michael was down there, and he was just like, you know what, I'm gonna go looking for him. Like either that, like, because like we know that Corey most likely had went in the sewers like twice, because there was at one point in the trailers where he went in there and it was daytime, and then the other time that we saw him in the sewers, it looked like it was nighttime. Unless it was, just this, that's just how it is, and with the lighting. I don't know, since it's darker and we're in the sewers, but like I don't know, but it seems like Corey went there twice. And then there's multiple pictures where it looks like it's him wearing the costume or picking up the mask, or like I said, is Corey actually the copycat killer? At this point, I don't know, man. It really is a 50-50 thing for me at this point. Like it really is. But who knows? We could be thinking about this all wrong. It could be wrong, but like craving something scary himself, which he was like, you know what? At this point, I'm just gonna take David Gordon Green at face value and believe what he's saying, because David Gordon Green said Michael's gonna have a colleague. He's gonna have some type of you know person who he meets with, that he's gonna be somewhat working with. Um, and Craven was just like, you know what? I'm gonna believe David Gordon Green when he says that. I'm gonna believe that Corey's the copycat killer. Um, and like I don't know, man. Like I'm sure you guys as well have seen multiple theories at this point of Corey. Like with more pictures and the trailers that keep coming out about him, there's just more theories that keep talking about him, because like everything that comes out about him is just like it makes him look more suspicious. Like there's multiple videos at this point. I mean, I saw Carrie Cray Cinema. If you guys don't know who she is, she also goes on the Lethal Night Watch Zone, who's part of the Lethal Collective streaming right now, which is awesome. Talking about Halloween ends. Who would have thought? But anyways, which I'm gonna go in that stream after this. Which Carrie Crave Cinema is probably gonna be there. I don't doubt, but yeah, go subscribe to her channel, Carrie Crave Cinema. She's awesome. She's always in, craving something scary live streams, and Fate Decided live streams, Killjoy Jake's live streams, everyone's live streams. She's always supporting everyone, and she posts on her channel as well. So go subscribe to Carrie Crave Cinema. I was watching her video today on Corey Cunningham, and her theories on him. Which, if you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. Um, yeah, and I was just like, bro, what? Like, which, these theories, bro, they're just piling up at this point with the more stuff that keeps coming out about him. Like, it's just crazy. But I don't know. At this point, it's a 50-50 thing. Like I said, I'm probably going to go more into this in a separate video. This video is probably as long as it already is. Probably like 30 minutes at this point, because I always start rambling for a long time. But yeah, like, bro, this. you know, like Corey, this this is just weird, bro. I don't know. Like this, like I don't really know how you can go around this at this point. Like how you can try to spin this as something else. Like I'm gonna be shocked if what we're seeing and what we're thinking with all these theories is not true and it's actually something else. Like I'm gonna be shocked. But like I said, I'm gonna go more into this in a separate video. This video is already long as it is, but yeah, I don't know. I'm still excited for Halloween ends in general, though. Like, I'm optimistic about it. With this Corey Cunningham thing, I'm still like, who knows? It could be anything. At the end of the day, I'm gonna still be optimistic. I'm still excited for Halloween ends. Same with Scream 6. Like, I'm always optimistic. I like to give movies a chance. Even if I am a little nervous, with some movies that come out, I'm still have hope for them. So. We'll just have to wait and see what is going on with this. I'm excited for Halloween Ends. Can't wait until it comes out. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I'll see you in the guys in the next video. Peace.